We're all told so much these days about how we should be using video to communicate our story, to promote our product, our service, or our brand. And that's great advice, that's all well and good. It's a hugely powerful tool, as we know. But there are a number of things that we need to get right before we actually press play, before we actually record your video. Let's take a look. Now that sounds very simple, but that can have a huge impact on the success or failure of your video project. For example, do you want to drive sales? Do you want to increase conversions of your website traffic? Do you want to take a product which is difficult to explain and make that process of explaining to your clients much simpler? Make that decision and it's going to make the rest of your video production go much smoother. It's about knowing the demographic, it's about knowing what your audience like and don't like, and then the tone of your video and the message of your video can be adjusted accordingly. Now we always take the approach of start with why, and many of you will know Simon Sinek and his theory really, start with why, whereby we're all talking about what we do. You know, I'm an estate agent, I'm video production, I'm this, that and the other, but we're not actually talking about why we do it, the passion behind it, the belief behind it, and that's actually what gets people really excited. So our advice would be know your audience and then start with why. We really need to know where your audience is hanging out so we can make sure that they see this amazing marketing collateral that you've created. So is it going to be through Facebook ads that you promote your video? Is it going to be through YouTube ads? Is it going to be through your email campaigns? Now the great thing is that once you've got that collateral, you can experiment and you can try out different things, which is great. You can get huge amounts of mileage out of your video content, but it's always good to have an appreciation of where it's going to be used predominantly so that we can shape your video project accordingly and make sure it's appropriate for those platforms. It really is as simple as that. 3 easy steps to take before you actually press record and start filming your video project. Number 1, know the outcome. Number 2, know your audience and build your story from there. And number 3, know where your audience hang out and where your video is going to be posted. Follow those 3 easy steps and your video projects can drive your business in the right direction.